Hello and welcome back to Skyheiser Productions coverage of the 2022 St. Charles Open. The St. Charles Open is presented to you by Smokin Aces Disc Golf, the St. Charles County Disc Golf Club, Bushnell Disc, and Discraft. I'm Kevin Copeland and I'm back here with JMO Justin Mount.
Final round, let's go.
Yeah, we're here at New Melle Lakes, a much different track than the last two we've played. I think we're going to see a lot more scoring today.
Well, we're going to have to see some scoring to catch up with Max Anderson. He is lighting it up at -9.
Yeah, and there's only two guys within 4 strokes, and that's going to be tough to make up, but this is a track where you can really get on a heater. Hole 1, our first par 4 of the day, 641 feet. This one's you really just want to bombs away off the tee pad, get yourself in a good position to approach this deep green.
And you want to stay to the right as much as you can. Get up to this rock. Have a nice little easy pitch up to the basket.
Yeah, you really want to be on that right side. Opens up that alley you can see right here.
There's going to be some goofiness.
And we'll see Max Anderson first on the tee pad.
I think so.
If memory serves me correct, it was very, very windy on our final day this year.
Really all weekend it was really windy.
Max powers one out there. Hard to tell if that one got turned enough. It did not. He crashes into the woods there on the left. That makes the approach shot much tougher to get into that basket.
It does. Really, really bad in there. You do not want to be in the woods.
I think this is the better play if you have the big forehand. Zach Johnson. Looks like a great angle.
Fantastic.
As that swings out wide right, we'll have an open approach. Drew Cantrell third on the box. Another good looking forehand. And joining us back from round 1, Brock Rohler fought his way back up to the lead card.
Going to see a lot more power forehands from this group today.
Foreshort. I think this course plays really well to the forehand. That one's riding left. That's going to be bombed. Yeah, it's a great spot. He'll have to throw a little bit more of a hyzer approach than maybe Zach does.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah.
We got about 150, 175 to the pin from there.
Right. A little more left here for Drew. Throwing a wide hyzer, let that thing swing back in.
He doesn't beat the corner though.
Comes up a little early. Another hyzer approach. Just beats the corner. He'll like that. Hopefully that stayed up.
This is a tough lie.
And it's hard to not see him giving up one of those strokes on hole 1 here from where he's at. It's a great out though. Get your par and move on.
Take your medicine when it's due. That was a great approach by Brock.
Yeah, I think I might have missed that. Drew coming in, forehand through the woods. Does not make it out. Max not playing around with it. Puts that one low, slides up to the basket. Oh, and Drew's further away than I thought.
I bet you he rolled down that hill.
Yeah, he did make it out there, but I believe that'll be a bogey for Drew.
These guys are settling in for a nice windy round.
Absolutely. There's some greens out here that are absolute disasters in the wind. We'll get there later. Drew for 5. Not the way he wanted to start his day, but there's plenty of golf to be played yet. Max does save his par after that drive that ended up in the woods. Brock with a great birdie. Brock on the box for hole 2. Hole 2 is in the new position. This pin was just added right before this tournament. Tough to get to.
You think they're all taking the tunnel?
I believe so. You might see Drew and Zach go over the top. The low forehand is going to play down that fairway, and you want to skip right. The skips are a little unreliable because it's such a rocky surface. You never know what's going to happen down there.
You have to push straight with a last-minute fade at the end of your shot on this.
Well, and this does play as a par 4 at 412 feet. So you don't have to try to do too much, but this is one, it's not too much different from the A and B pins, which are par 3s. It's much further back to the right, but still a drive becomes tricky. And I think Zach's weighing his options here. He's looking up. We have
He's
seen him
thinking
do this
about
in
the
past.
wind for sure.
And it looks like he is going to fire away.
No, Mando, do it.
He knows he needs to make some moves today, so he's going to
Get
do
that
what he
left
can.
one.
Swings that one
That's phenomenal.
high and wide.
What a shot. It's going to be on the green. So good.
Oh, he gets all the way down to the B
Good eye,
pin.
boys.
If that's where he's at, he's in an excellent spot. Maybe even the eagle putt. Drew also going over the top. That didn't seem as high, but really hard to tell with that skyline.
It looked like he just skimmed the top end of that tree.
Ooh, he didn't even get into the trees, yeah. Now he's playing through the woods.
That's worst case scenario when you try and go over the top. It really makes it to where you really have nothing.
Right.
You have to either try and play the poke and hope through or pray to get up and over from a very high shot.
Right. Looks like Brock didn't quite beat the corner down there, but he'll have an approach.
Ooh.
Wow. He might have gotten outside of the circle there. Coming in a little hot. Max in a similar spot. Good approach.
I'm sure Max's game plan today is just stay clean, make sure he gets his birdies where he needs to.
Absolutely. I think Drew's throwing 3 here. Oh, no. Clips an early one. That was his par attempt. Oh, wow. Zach's drive got way down there.
See if he can convert for the 2. Gives it a bit. Oh, a little
man.
short.
That looked great. Still starting his round off the right way. After that early par, getting the birdie on a tough hole. Brock comes up short there, hits the pipe. Drew needs this for his 5. It'll stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely not the start that Drew was going for.
He hits face mask on that one. That's a tough way to start. Oh no, Max catches the backside of the basket and sends his disc flying out.
Yeah, that's why I said it's Orlando, because I feel like it's almost too
We're discussing the overhead play there. On hole 3 here, another par 3, 345 foot. This is a new hole, the new blue tee pad. About a 300 foot water carry to this A pin. 345 feet total. Zach throwing a high shot. I think it's fading out a little early. Ooh, and he...
That's A?
Hard to tell there. I think he might have caught the grass. Not sure if he rolled back out of bounds or not. I believe I heard him say safe, so maybe he's up there. Brock going with the forehand.
Ooh, look at the wind play with it.
I think he's on that path. Not a bad shot. He'll have a putt. This hole really films beautifully. I really like the adjustment they made on the course this year.
It really does. I much prefer this new tee pad rather than the other one where you were laying up to the edge of the water.
Yeah, it didn't allow for much scoring separation on the previous layout. Max ripping a high hyzer. That's a great shot.
Let's go, Matt.
About circle's edge for him. Let's see if Drew can right the ship here.
Swings that out wide. A little lower than the rest of the
Yeah,
guys.
I think he wanted that to stand up just a little bit.
But he did get the green. Slid up there. I think he's probably inside the circle. Oh yeah, you can see his disc at the top right now.
Yep.
Well, they're taking a look at Zach's disc. Getting a ruling from the card. It does appear to be over some dry grass. Or maybe they're discussing where he can take relief to.
I think he just wanted his card mates to come over and
Take a look.
that way they knew that he was in. Courtesy.
Yeah. He pitches that one up. Let's see if Brock's looking to run this.
Oh.
Comes up a little low again. Good putt from Max.
But Matt.
Oh, man. Drew hits band. He really needed that putt to get back heading in the right direction. He'll leave this one with a par.
Struggling early for a couple of our players on the putting green.
Hole 4, tough wooded hole, par 3, 385 feet. You're going to throw out to this main fairway, and then you got to hang a hard left, then keep pushing. This is a tricky one to get to with the drive.
It really is. Very tight, narrow.
Yeah, and this camera angle really shows it. You got to get probably, I'd say 150 to 175 feet out forward, and then make a hard left.
Cuts the corner a little bit, but he gets out there.
Yeah, he beat that one skinny tree there. Anything that doesn't hit early, that pushes out there at all, you're in a good spot. This is looking quite a bit better from Zach. Ooh, and he caught one. You'll see a lot of just overstable fairway drivers, Firebirds, that kind of thing, through the tunnel, get moving left. Catches himself. Always good to do that when you're not feeling comfortable with your approach.
Oh, no.
And he hits first available, kicks left. That's going to be a real tricky spot. Those bushes aren't beaten down in there. You know, you got a lot to deal with.
Yeah, these blue pads aren't played as much as the reds out here, so they're pretty... Oh, no, Drew.
Catches the same tree.
They're pretty wild.
Yeah, you can see there.
Still.
Well, Brock throws the tomahawk. Didn't get a reaction from him. Doesn't know where that one ended.
Looks like Drew and Brock were sitting pretty much right on top of each other.
Yeah, and Drew's looking at something a little different here. Looks like he's throwing a forehand through the woods. Kind of a slow turning shot. Looked good out of his hand. Hard to tell where that ended up, though. Forehand roller. Trying to keep that disc skinny. And he gets way back there. A little past our basket. Looks like Max will have a tunnel there.
Yeah, as you see, this hole doesn't get much easier as you go down the fairway.
Yeah, if you're not right in the middle, you're off to the side either way. It gets tricky real quick. See what Drew's working with here. Great out. Gets inside circle one. Pretty solid drive here from Zach Johnson. Great up shot. Real tricky par three. I believe this is for Brock's bogey.
Got it.
Yeah, that's a great great putt.
That'll boost his confidence level a little bit.
Yeah, anytime you can make a putt, save a stroke, you'll take that for momentum.
This is our hardest hole on the front nine. As you see, our competitors struggle through it.
Max
Played
takes
it
his par.
Played at a .67 over par.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, if you don't get out clean, even if you do get out clean, that second shot to approach the basket's tough. Anything that hits early, like Brock and Drew did, you see the result.
Yeah, Drew hits camera, bud.
Drew bogeys that one. Good par, and very clearly taking strokes on folks with that. Hole 5, another par 4, 476 feet. Not a terribly far par 4. You just want to hang a hyzer kind of wide. And then this late left turn towards the basket.
There's also a nice forehand flex shot with an overstable disc that I think we'll probably see Zach and Brock take.
Really push that distance.
Yeah, push it to the left and let it come back in at the basket.
Max swinging backhand. You kind of want to push this out and kind of get towards the far side tree line.
That is a great shot.
Oh, wow, that's an excellent shot. I think he might have just went long of the basket.
Decent spot.
Just throwing that so hard. The hole does play slightly downhill.
This is a pretty soft par 3 here, Kev. Or par 4, sorry. You should really get your 3 on this one.
Yeah, as long as you don't hit one of these early trees, hit the corner, anything out here. That's another excellent shot.
Yeah, he actually went with the backhand.
And it looked like he ended up in the circle.
If he got in the circle, that's going to be a nice, easy tap-in eagle.
Brock is going to that forehand flex shot you spoke of.
Woo!
And that's turning late.
Come on, Brocker.
Doesn't have enough stability.
Has too much stability.
Too much stability.
You can find some water back there. It'll be interesting to see if he was pushing that from the lake on hole 12.
Yeah, especially there's that right position over there that has the lake right behind it. So if you push long enough, it's pretty easy to find.
Oh yeah, I've been there before.
Come on, Drew, get the ship righted here.
That one pushed down there good. That's a par 4. I mean, that's a plenty serviceable shot. A little step putt approach. Circle's edge just outside maybe. Does look like Brock was safe. Honestly, not a bad spot. Little step putt hyzer.
We got an eagle bid from Max. Oh,
Just misses low left. Kind of bounced off the top of that basket.
that's Zackeriath's disc right there in front of Drew from his drive.
Wow.
Sitting at about 25.
Drew just tickles right side chains. He's having trouble finding it out here this morning. You know this is when Zach wants chasing down Max. Be a great opportunity to take a stroke here.
There
He
it
does
is.
it. Great putt.
The lone eagle on the day, Kev.
Wow. Yeah, that's just great. Throw that backhand power throwers. Throw that hyzer out there. Let the disc do the rest. Push it down. Great execution. Brock gets his birdie. Drew saves his par. Max takes his birdie, bringing Zach within 3 of Max. Hole 6, another par 4, another short one actually, 447 feet. Definitely see eagle opportunities on this hole. Forehand, backhand, it all works. Gonna push the disc out straight and get it moving right.
It's another one of them holes that you really feel bad about not getting.
Yeah, there's not a lot in the way of you and a 3 on this hole as long as you just throw it straight out there. These guys are definitely attacking the green though, 100%. That looks really good.
Exactly how you want to do it. Exactly how you draw it up right there.
Yeah, you can't do that any better. He's up against the rocks. He'll have a 10-foot putt at most.
Does Max throw a lot of forehands? I don't think I've seen him really throw any forehands.
Not that
in
I've
these
seen.
rounds.
Very backhand dominant, it seems. Great power. Gets that one out wide. We'll see how understable that disc is.
It is not.
He just throws it to the top of the hill. That is way up there. Doesn't get the angle he needs to have that eagle opportunity. We've seen Brock in this event hit the rocks before on his drive. Tough luck last time, but see what he does here.
Yeah, let's hope for the not the same outcome.
He gets that one turned out of his hand. Plenty of power, just runs out of room, runs into the ground.
I think that might have been a wind issue there. Not high enough, letting the wind burn it over. Drew doesn't know what the wind's doing right now. It's kind of swirling on him.
Yeah, I kind of thought we'd see a forehand here, but he's going to go with that backhand. Maybe he feels more comfortable getting the disc there. That's looking a little too straight.
Yeah, he fails to get that one turned as well.
This is where New Melle makes you feel good. All these guys are still looking at a birdie. Probably out of this tournament, this is probably the most scoreable course we'll play with some of these soft par fours. Drew scaring the basket there. I think you're going to see a bid here. Gets it high up in the air. Oh, just misses that one.
Now we're looking at Zackeriath for his second eagle in a row.
Crazy. Right there.
2 for 2.
And that's how you lead a charge.
Your lone eagle on the day again, Kev.
And he's chasing Max down. He's now within 2 strokes after Max takes his birdie on hole 6 here.
6 played .83 under par.
Under par? Yeah.
As your easiest hole on the day.
Yeah, and you almost have to make or miss a putt or have a real bad upshot. If you just get a decent drive, 300 feet dead straight, you're looking up at the basket.
Damn, a superstar.
Star frame there, +1. We're on hole 7, another par 4. This one is not an easy par 4. 479 feet all through the woods.
Will they call that a galaxy frame?
Something like that. Superstar frame, galaxy frame. Yeah, and this hole just gets harder and harder. The worse, or the further off the fairway you get.
Yeah, we'll see if we have anybody push it around the corner. What I like to do is I just like to get it to the short pin and then just toss up to the basket from there. But there are some players. I've seen players push it right up to the basket. So we'll see what they do.
You can do it with a backhand. You'll see some forehand rollers on this hole. Probably not from this card.
I seen one player one time, Kev, in a doubles tournament. Oh, it was triples tournament. Sorry. He pushed a forehand, righty forehand, around the corner and was circle's edge.
Oh, wow. Just get that angle where it flexes back out towards the end.
He put it high enough to have the turn and come back out. I would love to see that shot again.
It looks like Max catches something on that left side. And the short pad's really only about 200 feet, 250 feet maybe from this long pad, just dead straight. You can get a putter there. I've gotten myself in trouble on this hole trying to do too much, getting out that distance driver and trying to make something happen. It's not necessary.
Yeah, with it being a par 4, you just easy up and down from that tee pad. It's the smarter play, really. In Drew's case, when he's trying to get back on track, I think he's trying to do a bit much with his driver right now.
He ended just to the he kicked to the left, but he's about even with that short pad. Throws a hyzer approach through the woods and a doozy of one. That's a great shot.
Great upshot.
I don't know what he was looking at there, but I didn't see it.
There's not usually much to look at over
When
there.
you're off the fairway, it's definitely not. A little slow turning forehand from Brock. Another great approach.
Max from right in front of the tee pad. Plays a little bit of Plinko, but he
Yeah.
gets it there.
I think he was going to be there one way or another. Another forehand approach from Zach Johnson.
He got a bit around the corner on his drive.
He did. He pushed up there far, and he clips a tree, and he's still up.
I wonder if he was trying to go 3 for 3 on the Eagles.
That would have been impressive. I mean, more so than what he's already done.
Oh,
He did not want to give up a stroke there. Trying to make that all day for his bird. You can see the winds affecting even in the woods. Good make there.
all right, Drew. Let's get this putting game going today. There you go.
Moves back to 2 up. Zach for par here. Ooh, when he cages it. And the
That-
slow roller.
Is very unfortunate.
You don't see that a lot. That the slope is there, but you don't see a lot of rollaways on this hole. Fires that one back in. Moves a step in the wrong direction, but he's still charging overall.
You know he's disappointed at that one after taking 2 eagles in a row,
Yes, for sure. Gives up one of those.
especially since he had the ideal drive.
Hole 8. Surprise, surprise, we're in the woods still. Par 3, 327 feet. It's kind of a slow turner.
It's a rough hole off this long tee pad, Kev. It's a rough angle.
Yeah. Definitely tricky. A lot of trees throughout the fairway. You want to at least get up close to where that A-pin height. Give yourself an approach. I don't see a lot of 2s on this.
No, but that's a great drive.
That is a great drive. And he is in circle 2, probably about 45 feet. That's an excellent drive. Like a mid-range turnover.
That's really the key, just keeping on that slightly turned line. Get around that first tree and let it ride.
Yeah, Brock fades out a little earlier, but he's still up there. He'll be within 100, I bet. That clips an early tree.
Not quite sure where that went to.
Yeah, he definitely kicked out left. Good looking line from Zach. Well, that came out early as well. Might have hit something.
I think he hit a tree.
The scramble on this hole is tough.
A lot of stuff in the way.
Yeah, see, he had the main gap there, but he hit one tiny little tree. And now he's got a tricky putt. Zach's second.
Hits the same tree.
Man.
See if Brock can avoid that tree. He does. He goes low.
Yeah, he's not playing with that one. Good layup. This green does slope downhill a bit.
Oh, just drops out on him.
Hits the pipe. Just a little low again for Drew. Just struggling to make that adjustment on those putts. Zach makes a good one there for 3. Max, I believe, for 4.
No, this is for 3.
Okay, that's correct. Yeah, he did get his par there. Stays at 4 down on the round. We're approaching hole 9 here, and with Max still having that 4-stroke lead. Here, hole 9, 321-foot par 3. This is pretty much just a dead straight shot off this tee pad. You have a real skinny gap to hit early. Looks like Max is pushing.
Wow.
Oh my.
Wow.
Just under the basket, it looks like.
That was
Excellent
so
shot.
soft.
So close, man.
It came in so soft.
Nuts. Brock going to forehand. This would be probably more of a hyzer flip shot. And that gets early right side.
Oh, you're good.
Zach seems to be thinking the same shot here. Looks like a better line.
Yeah, I think that's the key, is to kind of force it over just a little bit instead of letting it flip over. That way you can get that early left around that first tree.
Yeah, and it kind of looked like he might be in the circle. He's behind that big tree, but he'll have kind of a dangerous putt. As Drew grabs a separate disc from Bobby there. Shout out Bobby Claiborne. Back to the backhand for Drew. This is looking nice as well. Slides a little long. He'll like that.
It's in the circle.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
20-25 tops.
This is the problem with going early right. There's really not much there.
Yeah, he really wasn't too far away from the basket, but straddle out on a knee, forehand. Zach is putting for 2. Makes good on that one. Great putt.
I don't think Max is going to let him get one on him this time, though.
No. No, Zach's just keeping pace on this hole. Drew with a good putt.
That looked like more of a Drew putt right there.
Right.
Glad to see him fire that one in there.
Confident for birdie. I see Max here as well. 2 great backhand shots.
Still amazes me how soft Max's came in.
Yeah, it came in. I think it might have been a putter. Looks like it's a putter that he's holding there. Just got that thing spinning. Held that straight line. Brock saves his 3. And that will be it for the front nine of our final round coverage of the 2022 St. Charles Open. Max Anderson sitting at 14 under par, and he's really in control here with a 4-stroke lead over Zach Johnson. The back nine offers a lot of opportunity for score separation, and we'll see if Zach can catch up. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button and follow Sky Heiser Productions on YouTube for more disc golf coverage. I'm Kevin Copeland for Justin Mountain, and we'll see you next time.